Yeah. A very good evening, sir. Thank you, sir, so much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good evening, friends, and good evening to sir. We have begun our session. Let's wait for our team members to join. As today is the Independence Day of India, we'd like to celebrate with you and feel special. We'll just wait for our team members to join. Dear team, we'd like to tell you that you have to work as an independent leader. When will you become independent leader is when you begin to take care of yourself and begin to lead yourself. No one should push you to become a leader. You should yourself take the effort to become a leader. Yes, team, I'd not like to take much of your time. I'm really waiting for all our teammates to join. And today we'd like to work on the assignment session that we have given. We gave them yesterday and as well as today. On the 9th, 10th, and as well as today. When I speak of digital literacy, I'd like each one of you, all the team members, the trainees, including myself, to be aware of how to use the digital space. Dear friends, we want each one of you to feel good, to feel free, to feel strong when you join us as trainees. We want to share with you something that, you're going to keep it for a lifelong journey. It's not just these 14 days. We want you to use this talent, the skill which you have learned from us for the future also. And not only that, you have to train other people, what you have learned here, and you can add on to more skills. Yes, team? Yeah, we'll be waiting for our team members to join. And what's the best part of our session is, we have many of the participants coming forward to join. They're so happily joining and coming. They're so eager to present. They're so eager to share what they have learned. And they also add certain points, certain tips from their own innovative style which they have. That's really beautiful and wonderful. I'd like to appreciate Jane ma'am and Satyanaran sir, Neeraj sir, Aishwarya. Thank you, John sir, for joining us. So I'd like to really, thank them for joining us and present. Even John sir also, at one point of time, presented something and shared, not presented, led the team, trained the team on a certain aspect. Sir, John sir, thanks for joining. Would you like to share something, sir, before we have all the other participants joining in? Good evening, sir. Yes, team. It's a pleasure to have people who are really inspired by their own hard work and the hard work of others. Sometimes you have to be your own inspiration. Yesterday, you did something good that should inspire you to do good even today. And so the journey continues. If not, you can't find a role model in your outer space. You be the role model for your own self. You are unique and you are special. That's the way I think. And I guess you should also have your unique style of thinking. John sir, would you like to share something from your side, sir? Yes, we'll wait for our team to join. We have started early. And yes, so we have Neeraj sir joining us. So it's always the larger the audience, the bigger the family, the more the merrier. Thank you, Jane ma'am, for joining us. Thank you, John sir, for joining us. Hi, ma'am.
Morning. Good evening.
Good evening, dear.
Hi, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
How was your day?
Good, thank you. How was your day?
It was good, ma'am. I really had a
Fine,
good day.
fine,
Thank you so
fine.
much. Yes, Neeraj sir, you can share. How did you celebrate?
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening. Good evening.
I just joined. I didn't know whatever you
said or
Nothing
whatever
said.
is going on.
Nothing. We just started the session. We started a bit earlier to get adjusted. We were just sharing like how to be our own inspiration at a certain period, at a certain point of time. You have to be your own inspiration to yourself. You have to inspire yourself and push up yourself. Sometimes you have to be a role model unto your own self. If you have done very good yesterday, keep continuing to do it even today and for the future. You may be a unique person and no one can, copy your style. Each one of us are unique. So that's what I wanted to discuss today. Thank you, ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, for joining. Would you like to share something from your side? How did you spend your day today?
Yes, ma'am. I had joined that Learn One app. I was doing English, spoken English.
Great, ma'am. That's so nice of you to share a part of your day today with us.
If anyone is interested, you can download the courses. They are all free. Only for the certification, you have to pay something. Otherwise, the knowledge imparted is very excellent.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing, ma'am. That's so nice. Thank you so much. Zia-ur-Rahman, sir, thanks for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, sir. Yes, team. We'll just wait. Today, we can use the time a little leisurely. You could share a lot. We'll wait. Anyone would like to take a minute or two and share something from your side? Yes, team?
Sorry, ma'am.
Would you like to share something from your side? Would you like to share how was your day today? Or would you like to share some other important topic like which would be useful for all of us?
Ma'am, actually, I share some my experience about joining these classes. Like really, I feel excellent because lots of things I learned every day to day presentation and other presentation. And most of the things and other things is training also presented something. It is extraordinary actually. It is a learning for all of us. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. That's so nice of you. So polite of you to share. That's really nice. We'll wait for our trainers to join us and as well as our team. Have anybody
get my
Question.
Yes, ma'am. One at a time, please. Yes.
Ma'am, wasn't the parapsychology course to be initiated from Monday?
That MOCare will inform you afterwards, ma'am. Maybe they will inform you by today night.
This is that presentation skill one.
This is the leadership one, ma'am.
Okay. I had not applied for leadership program. It's in the WhatsApp group of that parapsychology.
I don't have any information, ma'am. I guess you can get connected with your.
Okay, I asked because I have not paid for this course. So can I join this course?
I guess you have to get connected with your MOCare leader, ma'am. Once, just get connected.
Okay.
That would be
Fine.
fair. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
I wanted to say,
Yes, ma'am.
did you manage to get my PowerPoint?
Yours, ma'am.
Yeah, on the organ donation.
Did you send it by the mail?
Yes, I did.
I'll check it out, ma'am. I'll do that for you.
Thank you.
Okay? No worries. I'll check it out for you, right now.
Thank you.
Yes, dear. Yashasri, ma'am, thanks for joining. Anil, sir, thank you so much for being a part of joining today, and that also early. To be early is always good. Dear team, could any one of you share something from your side? Yashasri, would you like to share something with us?
Should I say something, ma'am?
Sure, sir. You could go ahead and share, sir. Thank you.
Today the day was really very good for all of us.
Yes, sir.
It was an important day.
Yes, sir.
The things which I noticed that everyone in the streets, everywhere on the road, filled with joy and happiness. In schools and colleges, I saw students were enjoying themselves. And the common men, people who were deprived of this opportunity, they were also enjoying.
Yes.
It was really very good and important day for all of us. And if you hear our Prime Minister, respected Prime Minister,
Yes, sir.
the speech he has given,
Yes, sir.
lot of messages are there
Yes, sir.
for not only for the current situation, but for the coming scenario of our Indian democratic system.
Yes,
It is really very appreciable that we have such a nice Prime Minister that nowadays we are enjoying ourselves all over the world.
yes,
Everybody is praising India
yes,
all over the world. If you
Yes.
talk about America, if you talk about
yes.
Europe and any other country, India is
Yes.
praised everywhere.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As this is a platform of all different countries, each country is special. India is also extremely special, just like how your country is special. We respect all the countries and all the leaders of your countries, as well as ours. Yes, team, thanks to Tanlakshmi ma'am for joining us. Joycey ma'am, thank you so much for joining. Jyoti ma'am, thanks for joining. Now, team, as it is almost like 7, I guess it is 7:33. All of us are here now. We'll wait for the remaining teammates. I would like one of our teammates to share assignment number 9 and 10. If you have prepared, you could share it now. Jane ma'am, I'll check out your mail and I'll let you know about it, ma'am. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Joycey ma'am, have you prepared anything?
Hello, ma'am. Good
Hi,
evening.
ma'am. Good evening.
You can hear me.
Yes, ma'am, we could.
I have not prepared really, but I would like to share about that
Yes.
subject, organ donation and blood donation.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to share myself the importance of organ donation.
1
and-
minute, ma'am.
and the-
1 minute. 1 minute, ma'am. Just a second. Like we'll be getting 3 to 5 minutes. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I will finish now.
Thank
So,
you.
regarding the organ donation, I would like to emphasize everyone that if we do register for organ donation, how we can save the life of the people. And in fact, during COVID time, I was really hearing so many things about the people life, and it motivated me to register myself for the organ donation. And when we register, we can save 8 lives. One organ donation, one human being can save 8 lives of a human being. 5 like organ donation from a man itself. So that motivated me to register myself for the organ donation. The second thing about the blood donation is a small step forward. Usually in our institution, I am a regular donor. For every 2 months, I do the blood donation. But the most important thing, what makes me happy, is when they give our blood to someone, like a patient received blood from mine, they sent me a message that the patient has said, thank you that you have saved his life. He has received your blood. So that encourages every 2 months, me and my 2 colleagues, 3 of us usually go and do donate the blood. That's all. So as a leader, I can again motivate everybody. Please do donate blood as well as register for organ donation. There is nothing to lose, rather it will help the other people. We can save our other people's life. Thank you.
Excellent, Joycey ma'am. Thank you so much. We may be useful to others and others will be useful to us. When we give a part of us to others, we receive something also. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Indiran sir, good evening,
Yeah,
sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible, sir.
Oh,
Indiran sir will be our trainer and resource person for today. We shall wait till 7:45 and we could continue our main session. Yes, team, we do have time. Anybody else would like to take up the lead apart from Jane ma'am, as I have to open her email and check out? I haven't done that. I will be doing it in a short while. Is there any other teammate or trainee who would like to share about, lead the team with regard to organ donation and blood donation? Jyoti ma'am, would you like to share something?
No, ma'am, I have nothing to share.
You can see, team, I'll just tell you, you can just Google it up on the spot, or you can just talk from your heart. You can do it from your heart.
I
John,
was always interested in doing this blood donation, but I was told that I am anemic, so I cannot give it.
that's good. That's nice for sharing. Yes. So blood donation is only, those people are allowed who are like a little bit, healthy and not anemic. So that's really nice to share. So we will be here to help out each and every person who requires our help in one way or the other. As human beings, we need to, contribute to our families first and then to the world at large. Anil sir, would you like to share something? Zia sir?
Ma'am, I can share
Yeah,
something.
please. Thank you. Sir.
Ma'am, firstly, the organ donation, like last assignment, organ and blood donation. Actually, organ donation is a donation of an organ to person is need of the transplant in order to enhance his or her condition and the health status. It's a technique in which a health organ is removed from a life or decrease the individual and transplanted into a person whose orphan that receiver is malfunction. Organ donation allows recipient to live longer and have a higher quality of life. A transplant may either save or alter the person's life. Through eye and tissue donation, one organ donation may save up to 7 lives and benefit many more. Actually, ma'am, worldwide organ donation country ranking, if we observe in 2019, Spain had the highest donate rate in worldwide, that is 46.91 per million people, followed by US 36.88 per million, Croatia 34.63 per million, Portugal 33.8 per million, and France 33.25 per million people donated their organ. In terms, if you think India continues to have one of the world lowest rate of organ donation. In India, the rate of organ donation is quite low. Approximately 0.3 per million are donated their organ. Organ donation type actually two types. There is a living donation and the cadaver donation. There is a live donation and after death donation. There is two types of organ donation. There are organ donation that kidney, liver, and eyes also donated. The most critical factor is healthy donator. Actually, why should you consider organ donation? Why we should consider? By donating organ, one can save up to 8 lives and in 75 more benefited by donating your organ and tissue after you die. Actually, more of things that many families report that knowing their loves, one assist other in coping with their loss. That is another reason for organ donation. Now I detail some blood donation. Actually, the reason of the donation is simple. It is help save life. In fact, every 2 seconds of every day, someone need blood. Since blood cannot be manufactured outside the body and has a limited shelf life, blood donation is an important for. It is necessary for critical surgery like heart procedures treatment, cancer treatment, malignancies, transplantation, trauma, and burn cases or blood are needed always. Another reason is it is important for people suffering from immune system disorder who need antibiotic treatment, those with bleeding disorder like hemophilia, women suffering from postpartum bleeding also needed huge volume of blood. Actually, health benefit also we have those who are donated reveal health problems, prevent homochromatosis, maintain cardiovascular health, may reduce the risks of developing cancer, stimulate.
Yes, sir. Zia, sir, you could unmute yourself. You could unmute yourself, please. Zia, sir, are you able to unmute yourself? Okay, we thank Zia, sir, for sharing his Yeah, yes, sir. You're back again. Yes, sir. You could unmute yourself, please.
Can I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. You can
Another
take one
one
more
benefit
minute.
is
Yes, sir.
help improve your mental state. These 8 types of benefit we have getting from the regular blood donation, regular interval. This is the donation type and blood donation and organ donation, ma'am. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Thank you so much, dear sir. Thank you so much. You gave a lot of clarity. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Now, team, we'll hand over the session to our main resource person and trainer for the day. He is Mr. Indiran Muniandi from Malaysia. Welcome, sir, to the training. And I hope you have a good time. And we all are with you, sir. I'd like to introduce sir to our team. Sir, I've made you the host. And as our team members join in, our trainees, you could make them the co-host.
Thank you.
You would have the control of making them the co-host, right, sir? Now, I'd like to introduce our trainer and resource person for today. He has completed his master's in psychology, and he's a certified counseling psychologist, a certified guide, and he is the president of the Malaysian Psychological Tamil Counselors Association. He is a teacher and a lifelong learner as well. And dear team, he does all types of counseling. He specializes in student counseling, family counseling, and relationship counseling. He's a great soft skill trainer. Whenever you speak to him, he speaks in a very polite way, a very humble person. That's what is a soft skill, main point where you have to focus on how to speak with others, how you have to convey things to others. He's a great life coach, a happiness coach as well. I've always seen him smiling. I'm sharing it with everybody. A great motivational speaker, and he's a martial arts trainer as well. And he's a parenting leadership specialization coach and trainer as well. So, sir, I hand over the session to you. It's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for introducing me, Madam Andrea. Good evening to the team members and also to the audience who are together with me today. In Malay, we said, because in Malaysia, it's compulsory to learn Malay language. It's compulsory. All the students have to learn Malay language. So when I say good evening, am I audible?
Sir, yes, sir. 1 second, sir. I'd like to interrupt for a minute. Kindly make the team members as the co-hosts, please. For any emergency, we may help you out. Mudassir sir is here. You could, Rupashri ma'am, you could make her the co-host also.
Yeah, just make me the co-host, me and Rupashri ma'am.
Co-host, eh?
Yeah, could you do that, sir?
Hold on.
You just have to click on the participant's name and there you have the options.
Mudassir, make a host.
Could you do that, sir?
Okay.
Sir, you have to be the host because you have to share your screen. Co-host option is given below.
Okay. I think I wrongly clicked, I think.
No, it's okay. You can again, you can go back. Now, Mudassir sir, you do the job of making sir the host.
Yeah.
Yes, once we give the host control, we can't get it back. Yes, sir. Now it's done. So whenever you see any of our trainers joining in, kindly make them the co-host, sir. As you keep the training on, if you happen to observe our trainees joining in, trainers joining in, please make them the co-host.
Like, Kindan sir, can you please make me the co-host again? Yeah, because I by default.
Okay.
Oh, right. Oh, wonderful. Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
So nice.
Okay.
That's so nice. And sir, can you be a little more audible? That would be fine. Yes, team.
Selamat malam.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I will
Share screen.
share screen now. Hold on.
Visible, sir? Slides are visible.
Okay.
Go to full screen. Yes, sir.
Okay, good evening to the team members and also to the audience. Thank you for joining the program for leadership training. And also here, I would like to thank Madam Andrea for introducing me, and also Mr. Sivakumar. Okay, I've learned a lot actually. After my retirement from the Ministry of Education, I was a teacher and also a full-time counselor in school. I was involved in counseling for more than 20 over years in the Ministry of Education in Malaysia. And after going through Mr. Sivakumar's diploma program, okay, in fact, I've learned a lot of techniques and also skill, especially on the soft skill training. So here I would like to thanks again that whatever knowledge that he has imparted on me, and I feel is very, very useful. And I'm in fact using it for the parents and also the students whenever I go for my training. So again, I would like to thanks each and everyone who has joined today. And I'm very pleased to know all my team members who has worked very hard together with me, and also to the, what you call, especially to Madam Andrea, and she has really taken up the leading role and guiding throughout the 15 days of the program. Okay, all right, shall I move on to the, my topic today will be in the parenting leadership. Parenting leadership is actually a very important topic. So before I go on into the parenting leadership, let me ask you, do you know this label? Can you just tell me what is this label is all about? You can see all the M here. We have different colors. Definitely you would have come across. Anyone? Anyone, team? Not very sure.
I guess there are some type of tablets or something, so.
Something
M&Ms.
okay.
Sir,
Actually,
they are
yeah, say again.
Chocolates.
Chocolate, that's right. You're right. Very right. Thank you. Thank you. This is the chocolate. It's a very famous chocolate. Whenever you go to the airport, you can see it. You can buy it actually from the what do you call from any of the stalls there, and it's very, very tasty. Okay, can anyone would like to try to answer any of the? You choose the one of the color, and then there's a question below, and just try to answer it. Anyone? They are green, red, yellow. Anyone? Just make an attempt.
Yeah, I would tell about blue.
Blue. Okay.
One thing my parents always taught me is to earn an honest living. My father used to say that from the very childhood, I've heard him saying that thing only. Nek kamai, nek aulad. That if you do honest living, your children are also like that.
Very good.
So,
Very good.
So earn very honestly. That's the one thing. And another thing I learned from them is speak the truth.
Very good.
And
Very good.
try to make yourself a good person.
Very good. Very good, madam. Very good. Very good. Okay. This is actually.
And my mother told me one thing. That my mother also told me that you अच्छे के साथ सब अच्छा करते हैं, पर इंसान वो है जो बुरे के साथ भी अच्छा करे. That is return good for bad.
Good and bad. Okay. Good. Very good. Very good. We will look at the. It's now we are mentioning a few personality of your parents. Today we will be looking at some of the parenting style based on whatever your parents has taught you. Okay. So you will know yourself that what type of parents actually you have got and they have taught you. All right. So this is actually definitely will help you into to be you yourself as a good parent in coming years. Okay. All right. We look at what it means by parents here. There are two types of parents here. One is the biological parents. All right, we all know. For me, I'm actually not through the caretaker. I went through the biological parent. My father and my mother was alive. Throughout my primary and my secondary education, they were with me. So this is biological parent. The caregivers, some of the parents, they become a single mother. Sometimes they left the children with the aunties, with the grandparents, with the adoptive parents, and so on. These are people whom we call them as caregivers. All right. So the caregiver's role and also the biological parent roles, definitely there will be a lot of difference. I think you will agree with me. Am I right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. We look at parenting leadership here. Okay. So here, the important thing here is we're going to talk about the role. All right. The role, the parents plays a role as a model. Okay. So when we talk about delivery, what kind of role model they are? All right. A few topics I'm going to touch on. Some of it will be on the master EQ, especially on the emotional intelligence, okay, skill, and also the type of listening the parents are used to. Okay, what kind of listening skill actually they're developing towards their children, and also the imparting of the knowledge, especially are they really proactive towards it? Okay, the way they communicate, the communication is an open communication, or is a very close communication. We will look into the type of the parents. It's all depend on the type of the parent and how do they initiate. Okay, there some parents are very, very active, especially on the academic part, and they're very, very active. They will initiate many things so that the child will really acquire the talent that actually they wanted. All right. So one more thing is the values, especially the moral values and civic mind consciousness and mindness and so on. So these are the role of the parents actually, and we'll be looking at one slide and after and another, so that you will understand better the type of parent leadership. Okay. So here, when we talk about parent leadership, the very important thing here is the parent engagement, all right? Parent engagement, parent involvement, parent encouragement, and support, all right? So when we talk about engagement, involvement, encouragement, and support, all right? So actually, the parents has to, it's some kind of concept here. They have to apply the skills and also the actions, okay? Especially on the decision making, the type of decision making, actually, the imparting towards the child, the type of values, the time that they spend with the children, okay? And the responsibility that they carry along with them, so that the child will become the child is looking at the parent, especially according to some of the scholars, they say that from the day they born until 6 years old, whatever the child is looking at the parent, they will scan the parent. They will scan and they'll put it into their memory. So this is the the responsibility that the parent has to carry out, and especially when whatever they say, they have to do it. All right. Sometimes you promise certain things with your children, and sometimes you don't do it. So this is where the child will become they will become very upset, or sometimes they are low. They will build a very low self-esteem within them. Okay. And also here we have to look into the way we develop the parenting leadership. Okay. Anyway, dear team members, it is not easy. Anyway, it's not easy, but nor difficult. All right. Definitely, we will come across the type of leaderships. All right. We look at the next slides here. All right. The model. All right. The model here is to improve, right? Some of the research, a lot of researchers have done a lot of research, especially on the area of parenting leaderships and so on. All right. So the research is based on how to improve the skills, all right? What kind of strategy actually they can use, all right, so that the child will become a talented child, a brilliant child, and maybe you all have heard about the nature and nurturing. We want to nurture the child, all right? So what are the strategies that they can use? The type of relationship that the children should have, that they should be developed, all right? Example, like we are talking about parent, sort of Gestalt parent coaching model. I just give you an example of Gestalt parent coaching model, okay? So according to his coaching model, we have to emphasize on the awareness, right? Okay, the choice of responsibility and the coping stress. What the stress that the parents and also the child has to go through. So here, the parents have to develop the coping stress skill and resolving conflicts, among the children, among the siblings, among a husband and wife, and so on. And also, how do they express the emotions? So these are the model actually has been emphasized on the Gestalt parent coaching model, okay, which I'm not going to go through all that, but anyway, this is an example. All right, before we go further, all right, and can anyone just answer these riddles? Anyone here, if you don't mind?
Sir, is it mouth?
Say again.
Is it mouth?
Mouth. Okay. Any other answers? Any other?
Sir, I think it is a child saying that I have to be open. The child is not being given the freedom of expression. Parenting style where the child is very much dominated and suppressed by the
Madam, the question,
parents. Child cannot express himself or herself freely.
The question there is, what am I?
What am I? Malab, child feels that he or she has no identity because she is not allowed to speak or express himself or herself. They are told, the decisions, the parents put their decisions on them, that you have to do this. It's written, I have to be open, but I don't have a lid. I don't have a freedom to express myself.
Okay,
or a key to get in.
That's your narration.
What am I?
What am I?
Yes.
Okay. Just now,
what is my identity?
All right. You're more on the narration of the whole, what do you call, the sentence. So here, actually, I wanted to know what am I here? So I have to be open, but I don't have a lead or key to get in. So actually the answer will be, what do you think? An egg, okay? All right, this is just a riddle, as I mentioned just now. Okay, thank you for the narration and also for those who tried for the answer. All right, we move on to the next slide. Okay, so now we are going to look into the role of parenting leadership here. Okay, so I'm going to go quick a bit because of quite a number of slides here. And first of all is we have to deliver. That means the parent has to become a role model. Okay, or they have to change themselves according to the role model that they wanted to create. They have to change. If they are too stubborn and too strict, they are too, what do you call, egoistic, not willing to change themselves, okay, according to the current situation and so on, according to the type of child that they have, okay, and it's going to be very, very difficult, okay, because you have to improve, example, like improve the quality of the time. Okay? You can see nowadays parents, many of them are working, both of them are working. So what will happen is they don't have much time, isn't it? So here they have to improve the quality of the time. They have to do empowerment, all right, motivate so that the child's talent has been, you can immerse the child's talent and you can see the child, what do you call, mold according to what actually you wanted. Let's say your child is a good chess player. So you have to really spend time taking the child for competitions, all right? So this is what I mean, deliver. You have to deliver. If the child is very good in mathematics, you have to not only focus only on the school teachers, what do you call it, teaching, but you have to take them for the extra classes, take them for the tuition, take them for the seminar and so on, so that the child will really become a become too talented and also intelligent in the mathematics. Okay. And one more area that we have to look into the parenting leadership is the emotional intelligence. All right. Apart from imparting knowledge, you must also look into the emotion part. Okay. The self-awareness. All right. And also the self-regulation. We're talking about the healthy habits. Okay. We're talking about the good behaviors. All right. We're talking about how, when the child is struggling, how can you help them when they are in a difficult position, difficult situation? Okay, this is what we say the emotional intelligence. Example, if the child is struggling in mathematics, okay, the parents sometimes, most of the parents are not, sometimes they don't bother. They always feel that no, child is going to school and coming back. I remember one day I went to one parent's house because I was a counselor, and I went to the house because the child was not coming to school for almost 2 weeks. So coincidentally, I went to the house. When I knocked onto the door of the family, the father emerged, and then I asked him, "Where's your son?" He said, "I also don't know where's my son." And finally, the son was in the CC, I mean computer center. He asked me back, "Where's my son?" So this is what you call they are not bothered at all with the emotional intelligence, especially on the social scale, the empathy and so on. Okay, one more thing is area that we have to look into the parenting leadership is as a parent, we must be able to listen. Okay, the listening skill must be there. Okay, the passion must be there. All right. So we must be, because we wanted the child to have the trustworthiness towards us. We want them to respect us. Okay. We want the child to have the confidence towards us as a parent. So the more you listen to the child, the more you communicate with the child, and definitely the child will, whatever conflict that they have, especially when they have a peer problem, okay, they have emotion problem, they have stress problem, they will come back to you, they will come and share with you. This is what we say, listen here. Because when you say parenting leadership, one of the very important thing here is we are willing to be with them. Okay. And one more area that we have to look into, we need to have values. Okay. So values, imparting values, okay, healthy relationship, okay, because we are talking about self-worth and integrity, competence, justice, service, and all this. We have to impart to them in a very slow process. We cannot be doing it in a very hurriedly way. Okay. For example, like forgiveness. All right, forgiveness. All right. So the parent have to become the role model. They cannot have the what you call negative value like cheating. They cheat in front of the children. Sometimes they are not respecting their neighbors, and the child is looking at you. Okay, they're not very caring towards the beggars, example. All right, when they go to the what you call holy places, they're not caring at all. They're not honest. So whatever you does as a parent, because you have to play the role as a leader. So whenever you become the leader, you have to show them the right values so that the child will pick up, and also finally they will start following like what the parent does. All right. And one more thing is the parent communication. Okay. So communication here is why do we need to communicate in a very respectful and also to be very open kind of communication, because we want to build a trust and we want to build an understanding, good understanding between the parents, the father and the mother and the children and the siblings and the relatives and so on. Okay. We need to have a positive partnership. Am I right? We need to have a positive partnership. Confident. We need to have a confident. And when you have the confidence, you can build a very strong security. Okay. And this is where the bonding emotion will take place. All right. The emotion will take place between the, what do you call, both the children and so on. And we should not forget that we are actually in the process of building the very strong self-esteem toward the child. So all this starts with the communication. Okay. All right. I move on to the next role, parenting leadership. You have to initiate. As a parent, lot of things need to be done. Not easy. It's not easy. As I mentioned to you just now, one of the model, you have to come up with a strategy. Okay. And it is actually, we have to support the child, okay, especially on the health part. When they're not well, they're sick, you have to make sure that you as a parent have to play the role, and you have to really take care of them. And also in the process of they involved in the learning process, very, very important. It can be a formal learning or informal learning or abstract learning or whatever learning. So here the parent has to really look into the learning area, all right? Because we want to build a very strong positive attitude and also a very strong relationship within the child and also the parent. Okay, here the lacking will be, sometimes from my experience, I see whenever the caregivers, parents, especially the grandmother, okay, when the grandmother taking care of the child, sometimes the children's maybe a single mother and all that. This is a family that the child sometimes will go wrong. Okay, and the next one more thing is this: we need to have a very strong moral values. Okay, we are not talking about only the moral values. We are talking about civic consciousness. We are talking about the ethical part, ethics. Okay, the strong ethics. We have to build a strong, very ethics. We have to not only the values. Okay, all these are actually it's a very important soft skill that the child had to be developed, because we are talking about character building. Okay, we're talking about the traits, the child's traits. Okay, respect, compassion, kindness, and all this. So where do they learn? How can they learn from? So they need to know all this, because how does the child knows about good and bad? Okay, right and wrong. So as just now one of you mentioned about the right and wrong. How do they know? So the child has to learn through the parent. Sometimes only through the communication only it will take place, because you cannot become unbiased. Okay, you have to encourage so that the thought process and also the judgment will become right. All right, this is what learning is all about. All right, okay. Okay, one more riddles before I further on into the next slides. Okay, anyone would like to try? I run, but I don't walk. Anyone? You can read. Okay, what am I?
Ice cream,
Anyone?
sir?
Yeah, say again.
Ice cream?
Ice cream. Okay, that is one of the answers. Ice cream. Any other answers?
So water.
Water. Yeah, you're right, ma'am. You're right. You're right. Exactly correct. Thank you. Water. Okay, you got it. You got it right. Okay. All right. Riddles actually we can build very strong intellectual what do you call thinking, cognitive process for the child. Okay, we will be looking at the next slide is basically on the 4 major leadership style. Okay, what are the 4 major leadership style that people, that especially many scholars have done a lot of research on this area. Okay, so we move on to the what are the 4 area or 4 what do you call parenting style. The first one is the authoritative parenting style. Okay, so this approach actually is a very good approach. One of the best approach among all. I was showing you all the 4 approaches. Okay, because this approach, you can have a child a very warm kind of characters. Okay, the parents and also the child are very sensitive. Okay, and even there's a setting of limits, because here actually through this kind of parenting, you can actually reinforce the what do you call positive reasoning and so on. Okay, and also no doubt there's a rules and expectation, but there is always what do you call boundaries. These boundaries are not so what do you call strict, because here if you look at the outcome of it, all right, we actually wanted to build the self-esteem and self-confidence and also a very close relationship bonding towards the parents, because whenever the child has the problem, they will come back to the parents. Okay. So I think there are many issues that I come across, all right, especially in my career as a counselor, and even nowadays. And I feel that not many parents that I come out, not many child, they come when they have problem, especially discipline problem. We're talking about discipline problem. We're talking about delinquency, okay, and so on. Usually, if you look at the parenting style at home, they are not from the authoritative parenting, okay. Usually, authoritative parenting, the child will have very less discipline or or other kind of behavior problem. All right. If we look at the next style, leadership, authoritarian leadership. Okay, here basically it's basically more on the discipline. Okay, because the parents always feel that by using the discipline, okay, they can mold the child, they can discipline the child, because they want the child to have a very good behavior. Okay. All right, they want the child to have a good, drives, okay? And they want the child to become very safety. Okay, so usually the authoritarian parent, like me, I think basically my father and my mother is basically more on the authoritarian, okay? Because a lot of punishment has been, I've gone through, okay? I've gone through. I just wanted to share with you one moment. Usually when during my primary school days, I used to get some red marks for the marks after the exam. We will be given a report card. Am I right? So in the report card, the teacher will write, if it is below 40 marks, the teacher will write in a red ink pen. So I will get maybe 20 marks or 30 marks or 35 marks for certain subjects. So usually what I will do is, I will I have a good thought that I won't sign on my own. I'll make sure that my father sign for me. So what I will do is, once I got the report card, I will keep the report card. I won't give it to my father immediately. And next day, I will fast the whole day. I will fast. I won't eat anything. And then evening, my father come back from work. Then I will go and show him. The moment I show him, I'll get the tight slap, or he will kick me. Definitely he'll hit me. The moment when he see the red marks, he said, "You failed the exam. Why do you fail the exam?" Then straight away he will hit me, or he will slap me and so on. The moment when he slaps me, I will straight away faint because I didn't. And my mother will come and rushing towards me, and she will hold me. She will make sure that she will try to avoid my father. And then she will take me to the kitchen, and she will prepare for me some Milo, and she'll make some biscuits and so on. And so this is authoritarian parenting that I went through. Okay, because strict rules and a lot of expectation from my own parents. Because it's basically, if you look at authoritarian parenting, it's basically sometimes it's because of the culture, because of the the religious beliefness, and also generation and so on. Okay, we move on to the next one more, permissive. Okay, permissive or the indulgent kind of parenting here. Okay, that means here basically indulgent kind of parenting or the permissive parenting is lack of self-discipline, because here the parents always feel that they want to make friend with their child. They always feel that they want to make friend with their child. So they want to, because they feel that when they make friend with the child, they can foster the creativitiness. Okay, they want the child to become independent, so that the child will never disturb them. All right, this child will never disturb them. So this kind of parenting, usually they are some more towards negative compared to the positive, because they will have a very poor social skill example, and their academic performance will be not so good. And usually this kind of child, usually they'll have a more behavior problem. Okay, so we move on to the next slide. All right, neglectful kind of parenting. All right, this is the worst kind of parenting. If the child comes from a neglectful kind of parenting, I still remember there's one student, very bright student. The father is working in Singapore. The mother has what do you call? She is a business lady. All right. What the father will do, once a week he will come back home, or two weeks once he will come back home. He will call both the son. He will call both the son. He'll give them 1 week of what do you call pocket money for 1 week, quite a big sum. So what happened is the second child, sibling, he took some of the money and he used to go for CC. CC here means computer center. So he is very active in the computer center, and the elder brother will always scold him. So he was to the extent of he become what do you call too much of addiction already. Okay. So then only I received this complaint from the brother. He said, my younger brother is giving hell of problem because he didn't want to study and so on. So finally, I came to know that the father is the family is a neglectful family. Okay. So because usually the neglectful family is we call this as very uninvolved kind of parents or disengaged. The parents are very, very disengaged. Okay. Lack of responsiveness. Okay. And also they are very negative in the physical, cognitive, emotions, racial, social development, and so on. So usually these kind of parents, they will have what do you call? They are not bothered at all towards the child, and even they are not, the children are not hygienic at all. Some students are very delay in their growth and so on. Some students are also get involved in the substance, what do you call, drugs and so on. Okay, they become very delinquent, very aggressive, and so on. Okay, we move on to the next slide. All right, positive parenting style. Okay, so team, I have quite number of parenting style here: attachment parent, child-centered parenting, positive parenting, nurturant parenting, unconditional parenting, strong relationship. Okay. All right, and also allow parenting style. This is biological parent and extended family. A gentle parenting, balanced parenting. If you want to know any of this, the meaning of this parenting, maybe you can put in the chat box, or maybe I allow maybe one person to, maybe you can ask me, maybe I can explain to you, because there are too many type of parenting here. Because I'm going to focus into a new type of parenting that we come across every day. Anyone wanted to ask something, or maybe you need some explanation from any of the parenting style here?
So unconditional parenting, strong relationship.
Okay. Unconditional parenting. All right. This one is what do you call the parents who not bothered at all the emotion part of the child. They don't show the love. They don't show the respect. Unconditional. Okay. And what will happen is, regardless of their behavior, okay, they show, sorry, I think I made a mistake. Unconditional parenting here is a very strong parenting relationship, where they shows their what do you call love and support even towards whatever behavior that they have. This is what we say unconditional parenting. Okay. Okay, we look at the negative parenting style. All right. Narcissistic parenting, affectionless parenting, slow parenting, all right, toxic parenting, pathogenic parenting, abuse parenting, neurodivergent children, especially those who are involved in these ADHD and so on. I think Mr. Mudasar as well. I think I'll talk a lot about the neurodivergent. Okay, these are the negative parenting style. Okay, you need any of the explanation based on this?
Sir, if you could, pathogenic parenting, abuse.
Okay, pathogenic parenting abuse. Okay, where the parents or the caregivers, okay, usually they will cause harm or distress or dysfunction to the child. Okay, it can be emotionally or socially. All right. So usually you can see they bring a lot of harm to the child. I still remember there's one case during my working days. I've come across this what you call pathogenic parenting abuse, where the parents have used the child in helping to make drugs in the house. Okay, and the one of the what do you call child, he stopped schooling, and it's all because of he has made a lot of money, because the moment when you start selling the drugs to the others, okay, they will make a lot of money. So finally I came to know that why this child is behaving in such a way. And then only I came to know that the parent is actually a pathogenic parenting, because they abuse the child and use the child to help the parents to make drugs in the house. And finally, the family was being caught by the police. Okay, all right. Okay, we look at these three important parenting style. Parenting style, helicopter parenting. Have you heard about helicopter parenting? Helicopter parenting.
So it's like
Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Visible, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We
Visible,
can
sir.
Okay. What is actually
Sir, I
helicopter?
think helicopter parenting means entire control of their living standard of living, growth, everything.
think
Monitoring,
like
protecting, controlling, everything.
Correct, sir, correct. The excessive level of involvement. The parents are excessive level of involvement. Okay. And they total monitor the child movement. They want to know everything about the child. Now I have one case, one child, she is now in college. The mother used to call the college, the mother used to call the lecturer, the mother used to call not only the child, but to the extent of the child is completely hate the mother. The only person that she hates is only the mother, to that excess. That means helicopter parenting is too excessive because there's no freedom given. No freedom at all. Okay, because they always feel that they want to safeguard the child. Okay, it can be pain or it can be difficult situation. They always feel that the parents feel that they want to save the child, because they always believe the child is not fully grown. They must be taken care. This is what we say helicopter parenting. Okay, tiger parenting. Tiger parenting. Tiger parenting here means complete strict and also complete control. They control. All right. Okay. And they want result. They control, they want result. Okay. They take the child for the tuition, they bring them back. Okay. Whatever extra class, they take them and they bring them back. They'll monitor the child. Okay. They make sure the child is completely, behave according to their demand. Sometimes some parents are very, very harsh. Okay, very demanding, emotionally very demanding. Some parents you can see very, very unsupportive, They really want their child to become successful in the academically, especially. Okay, this is what we say tiger parenting. Okay, you can see in the picture the tiger is looking at the at the child. Okay, and one more is the elephant parenting. Okay. Elephant parenting, actually, you can see the behavior of the elephant. Usually, it creates a very strong bonding. Okay, very strong bonding, very nurturing, and very, very protective. All right, highly involved in the children's life. Actually, they're very very polite parent, very strong. They shows a very strong relationship, but they are very involved in the child. I give you an example. I used to go for a walk every morning. Very old man, 75 years old man. He sometimes he come and join me. So he's already 75 years old. The childs are married, but he's still very worried about the children, especially all the girls. And they already got their family. They already got the husband, but he didn't want to let it go because of the elephant parenting style that he went through. Okay. So very, very strong bonding. And whenever the child has any problem, you always feel that their problem is his problem. To the extent that now this parent is having emotionally very, very unstable. Okay. Because they are very carried away with their child's living. All right. We look at one of the frame, conceptual frame here. Okay. So when you talk about parent leadership or parenting leadership, it is not a very small thing that we can look into. We have to look into not only the style, we have to look into the behavior area. Okay, the type of behavior, the parental monitoring, role model, disciplinary, and parenting neutral behavior. Okay, some parents are very warm and very supportive. Some parents are very inductive reasoning. They always use their flashback. They always use their past experience. Whatever experience they went through during their childhood days, they will impart that into their children. Okay, so they always believe that that is the right way of bringing up the child. All right, and environmental factors. Okay, morality development. Okay, leadership, ethical and moral, and also the justice orientation and all this. So it's actually a very vast area of that we are actually looking into. Today, I only discuss more on the parenting style and also the behavior, and also I touch on the parental nurturing and also ethical, and these are the few areas that I've touched. Okay, so we look at before we go further on. All right, we look at one of the mutra here. Okay, all right. If you all can come into the video, I will show you. Can you all on your video? Can you hold your hand like this? Your pinky finger or little finger, you join together. You join the fingers like this, and then your thumb you join together, and then you try to expand it. So Muda sir is expanding it. So Muda sir, can you expand? I think you are expanding better than me. Okay. All right. If you cannot expand, that means if your hand is too stiff, like Muda sir, you can see Muda sir's life is a very, very flexible, very moderate. He always never carries stress, too much of stress in him. He is a very expressive person, I see him. That's why he's able to expand his fingers. Okay. If you cannot expand, means you are a very stressful and very you are not able to express many things in yourself. Okay.
Sir, can I say this one is the palm tree?
Yeah, it's actually a lotus palm tree.
Oh,
palm tree. Yeah, palm tree in Arab.
okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Today, I'm going to say something about this great lady. Okay, the Hirabin Modi. I think many of you knows about the Prime Minister. Today is the National Day. I would like to wish all of you the National Independent Day. And according to the Hirabin Modi, all right, she is the one has she has 6 children, actually 6 children, and Modi ji was a 3rd child. Okay, during the childhood days, the father is actually a tea stall. He has a tea stall, and he wakes up very early in the morning before he goes into the into the business. Usually he will wake up very early, and then he will walk, and then from there he will prepare his get ready the tea stall. Meanwhile, this Hirabin Modi, she is actually a homemaker, and she does all the housework at home, and she has to bring up all the 6 children, including Modi ji. And she married in a very young age, actually. Okay, because she married at the age of 15 years old. Okay, 15 years old she got married, and they live in Gujarat in a very small hut and small village. Okay, whereby even their house is there's no cement, they use only cow dung. Okay, So if you look at this Hirabin Modi, okay, I recall of my own parent. I recall of this is how even I'm actually a third generation of what do you call my first generation is from Tamil Nadu. Second generation, my first generation, my great grandfather came here. And then my grandfather was here. Actually, I'm now in the third generation. Okay, we are born and bred here already. All right. Okay. So according to you see, what is the goal of raising the child? So according to her, I want my child to be a good person. I want my child to grow up to be a good citizen. Okay, and also I want my child to be a leader in a society. Okay, to be a leader in the society. So this is what actually most of the parents' goal actually. All right. So if you look at what do you call one of the trait dimension that Modi, Hirabin Modi has used, she has used, okay, how she has made Modi ji a leader is because of even the family was a very poor family, very what do you call she sacrificed everything for the whole family, all right, including the father. But the family was a very stable family, according to what you call the ISEX research base. So even you can see the word leadership here, very stable. Okay, maybe she has didn't show the emotional. Okay, she was maybe she's more towards what you call thoughtful, peaceful, control, reliable, and all these values that she has imparted. Okay, she carries along with her. This personality has actually really molded up the child. And out of the 6 children, Modi ji become the leader in not only in a family but for the whole country. Okay, so one of the what do you call saying, my mother is simple as she is an extraordinary. Okay, here what it means by simple here. Okay. According to what do you call the read up that I made, they are from a very extended family actually, okay, and very simple here in their house, and they only use what do you call a wood stove, okay. There's no asset at all. There's no asset, no gold. She doesn't like gold at all. She doesn't wear gold. Maybe because of poor, she's not keen in keeping golds, okay, getting golds and so on. And she is actually during her childhood days, she was in a very poverty and very deprivation stage. Okay, her mother died. According to one of the write-up, her mother died. What do you call? She had the Spanish flu. Okay, that means Modi ji's mother didn't see her mother at all. Very young age, the mother has passed away, and this is the life that she went through. That's why she became very, very simple, and she devoted herself towards the family and also towards the spirituality. Okay, and and you can see here. See, I am an ordinary person. I may have given birth to you, but you have been taught and brought up by the Almighty. So here you can see her. She is more on the what do you call spiritual. Okay, and she is actually a very strong devotee of Swami Vivekananda Ramakrishna, and she never missed going to temples, and most of the time she has really devoted herself what you call in the bringing up the family. Okay, so she has actually, in fact, she really focused on the education of all the children, and Modi ji has managed to finish a secondary school education, and she has given a lot of freedom to him. Okay, especially when Modi ji was a very good orator actually. During the school days, he was a very good orator, and he has involved in the plays and also debates and so on. Okay, so this is where he developed the oratory skill. and finally he became the politician. So it's all because of the mother's guidance, especially the mother's guidance, because the father is not at home. Most of the time he'll be doing business. Okay. And she does not even remember my grandmother's face or the comfort of her, like Bisna is mentioning to you. So this is where she became very, very attached to the children. Okay. She became very attached to the children because she didn't get the love from her mother, and she has what do you call used the whole her own family to become attached. Okay. And then her thought process and the far-sighted thinking have always surprised me. Okay. So if you look at her, she has some of the very good qualities in her. Okay, especially she's a very what do you call very, very independent lady actually. Okay, she's very honest, and also she loves to do service for others. Okay, there is some of the what do you call whenever there is a she likes to feed birds, she likes to feed the stray dogs and all this. Okay, this is where she actually developed not only the values, but also she has a very strong resilience, and also she has empowered the children well. Okay, so you can see here most of the time she can see Modi ji used to go back home and get a blessing from the mother, not only him, but also the whole family together with her towards the end of the life. Okay, as I said, leadership here, it need to be developed. Okay, not only developed, but we have to pass the baton to the others. Okay, once we already reach certain age, we have to make sure that the children have been groomed, children have been developed, children have been molded, children have been taught. You know, all this will make the children will become a authoritative child. Once the child becomes the authoritative child, and definitely the child will take care of their parents, especially when the parents are towards the old age. Okay, all right. You can see here. This is what the towards the end of her life. All right, Modi ji has never. When I was reading it, Modi ji was never used his what do you call position or his prime leadership privilege to what do you call to do the last ritual for the mother. Okay, he himself get involved. He himself what do you call became the frontliner to do the final ritual for the mother. This is what we say, not only a leader, but it's actually a great leader. The mother has molded the child. Okay, and definitely it will become a good lesson for the, especially when you talk about the leadership qualities in her. Okay, so she has lived till age of 99. All right. So this is Modi's mother that has admit a person not only what do you call a leader of the country, but also has made a leader for the whole nation. Okay. All right. And because of the what do you call selflessness, the sacrifice, and also the she own personal needs, without sacrificing her own personal needs and also the aspiration. This is what she has done for the family. Okay. And before I end, what are your lessons you have learned? Okay. What do you do well? What could you do differently? And what kind of role model are you for your child? And what else? So these are the questions that you have to think of, so that you will come up with a right model and also right strategy and right way of style, so that you can really mold your own children according to what actually you wanted to do it. Okay, I think before I finish it off, these are some of the books that you can use for as a reading. How to raise a child, raising good humans and the whole brain. Quite a number of books actually. These are some of the examples that I wanted to show you. Okay, And here I would like to thanks all of you for being with me and going through the leadership training for today. And again, I would like to thanks my team, especially the chairperson is Madam Andrea, and also the Muda sir, and many of you as the past 15 days, you all are together with us. And I would like to thanks Mr. Sivakumar and also the whole team and also the whoever has joined today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Brilliant, sir. Thank you so much. Dear team, you have any queries and questions? You can ask, sir. So to me, it was an excellent session. I really loved the tiger parenting and elephant parenting. And I could see myself over there in both the roles sometimes. I really enjoyed the entire session, sir. Yes, team, you could give a feedback to sir.
Sir, thank you so much on the glorious occasion of the 76th Independence Day. I am really glad that you chose Mr. Narendra Modi's parents. It really touched my heart, and today's session was so insightful. See, I am a daughter right now, but whenever I will become a parent, I'll be sure to remember your words. Now I know what is not to be done and what all others have been doing it. I know I am quite young to say that, but I'm really thankful. And I also show glimpse of what my parents has taught me, what made me what I am today. So I'm really thankful. And even my father is a huge fan of Modi ji. So he's not here right now. He is out somewhere for something personal, but he would be really elated to know that you chose Mr. Narendra Modi today. And one more thing, sir, I'd like to share. So when you explained helicopter parenting, so I had read a case. So in that there was a girl who was at that time in 10th standard, and she could not even cross the road. And later on, after counseling, they came to know that her mother was expecting too much out of her, and she was like, you don't know how to walk, you don't know how to stand, you cannot do this alone. So that there was constant remarks given to her that she is doing everything wrong. So that really trashed her confidence, and she could not feel like she's able to do something. So that was what I wanted to share. And thank you so much once again.
Thank you. In fact, I have a lot of experience I wanted to share with you, but since time is constrained, there are many examples which I cannot forget. Some of the examples, the wrongdoing of the parents. I give you one more example. Wrongdoing of the parents, where this parent is a teacher actually, but is as you mentioned just now about the helicopter parenting, is very excessive. Involvement and monitor the child to the extent this child is in 12th standard. He came to me and he told me, I hate my father because my father has not given me freedom at all. He wants me to study. No freedom at all. So when he was in 12th standard, he made up his mind. He said, I'm going to boycott the final exam. That's a very important exam because once they finish at 12, usually they'll go for the higher education. He boycotted the whole exam. If he was in a good class, he boycotted the exam because he wanted to fail that so that he wanted to leave the house. Can you imagine? I couldn't take it.
Just spite his father that, I don't have to always follow you. He did that.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Steve.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Reena ma'am, for sharing your viewpoint and, being able to lead the team at a certain point of time. Dear friends, it's now time for us to, share the stage or share this platform with our trainees. Before we do that, I would like to request any other participant or trainee to give their feedback to sir or ask a question if you have. Yes, Zia, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Your excellent presentation. Because this presentation is very necessary for me as a father. Actually, many new things I learned from this session. which has helped me for me fathering as a professional life actually. So one question I have, that is someday before I heard that the total 9 minutes in a day, if parents take care of her child, then child will be more attaching the family, or care, etc. That first 3 minutes is before after wake up the sleep 3 minutes. Second 3 minutes is the after returning the school, and last 3 minutes is before going to bed. My question is, this 9 minutes in a day, is there any psychology effect or anything? As you are trainer of parenting, my question is for you.
You mean 9 minutes with the child?
Yes,
9 minutes with the child
in a day.
in a day. Do you
It's
think
very
it's enough?
special.
No, do you
Special.
think it's special child?
No, normal child. I had some heard that 9 minutes in a day. If any parent take care of our child, then this child will be better performer. That is family or social. I heard. Is there any psychology or anything?
Usually, if you ask me, every child, they have a different personality. As a parent, first of all, we have to find out what kind of personality the child has. Okay, what kind of personality do they have? Because let's say you have 3 child. Oh, the first child is a girl, second child is a boy, third child is a boy, example. Definitely, there will be difference. So as a parent, you have to find out what kind of personality do they have. So based on that, you see, some child are very emotional. Some
Right.
child are very strong in their emotions. Some childs are very weak in their knowledge. Okay, they're very weak in the knowledge, but it's very strong in the emotion. So you have to find out. So based on that, you have to make sure that the time is not based on 9 minutes or 10 minutes. If the child is very weak in the emotion, you spend more time in them because you want to build their self-esteem, you want to build their resilience and so on. If the child is very good in their knowledge, if knowledge, then you spend more time on make sure that the child become more what you call intelligent in the knowledge area. Okay, if the child is very good in their skill, especially physical, they wanted to go for football, they wanted to go for cricket and so on. So here, as a parent, you have to spend more time on that so that you develop their skill, because through developing the skill, you can also develop their knowledge, you can develop their emotion and so on. So it all depends on, it's not 9 hours, 9 minutes or 10 minutes. It's all depend on how you strategically you can plan for each and every child.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I clear. Thank you.
Excellent, Indran sir. It was even useful for me personally, and I think for our entire team. Yes, team. Any more questions, team?
Yes, ma'am. I have a
I
question.
have a question from you.
One at a time, please. We'll give it to Swaleha ma'am because she spoke first. Please
Thank you,
don't
ma'am.
mind.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, I'm a single parent. So I want to know about that, how to grow our child, because my child is 2 years old. So how to nurture him as a single parent? What advice you can give me?
How many years old, ma'am?
2 years.
2 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, 2
What
years
should
old.
be,
Yeah.
what should be precaution I have to take care while?
I just wanted to share only one very important things here, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
You see, child development, it starts from when the parents conceive. The moment when the child is conceived, actually the development already starts. So this is where the parenting role starts when the child is already in the womb. Okay, so many parents are not aware of it. So once the child is already born, okay, so from the day the child is born until 6 years old, okay, according to one of the scholars, he says that this is the time where the child will start copying everything. Whatever the mother does. Now you are a single mother. Maybe your mother is with you. Your siblings, maybe your other siblings are with you. Okay, so whatever you does. Okay, example, let's say you shows your anger because you're a single mother. your definitely emotions will be what you call a high and low.
Fluctuating. Yeah.
Yeah, high and low. Sometimes you show the emotion to them. So whatever you does to the child, child will never respond to you, but they will copy, they will scan, they will, what you call, they put everything into their memory. So once the child reach 5 years old, 6 years old, when they start crawling, from the crawling, after that they start walking, and the thinking process already taken place in them. Once they reach at the age of 5 or 6 years old, you can see the child start what you call developing on the thought pattern. Once the thought pattern, the thinking, the cognitive already becomes stronger. Once they reach 7 to 12 years old, this is where whatever they have seen, what the mother has done, they will start questioning you. First they scan, they'll put into the memory. 7 years old, they will start asking you questions. Why, ma, you always get angry? Why you are not cooking for me? Why you always, so the why will come there. Why you're late late from work, you know, why you're not giving me money today, you know, whatever I ask you, you're not buying for me. Okay, all this will come. It's all actually pre-recorded when the child is 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years. It's already pre-recorded actually, but they're not able to think what you call the good and the bad. So they, to reconfirm it, once they, this is where parents have to be very, very alert.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got it, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that wonderful question. Very brave of you to put out that question, ma'am. Much appreciated by all of us. Aishwarya, ma'am, it's your turn to question, sir, or ask your question. Aishwarya.
Ma'am, I had a question from you.
Okay, but yes, you could go ahead, please. Yes, dear.
I just wanted to know that what was yesterday's topic?
Yesterday's topic was based on organ donation and blood donation, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Am I right?
Correct, ma'am.
Yes, organ donation and blood donation. Yes, team. Now we'll stop taking questions. We thank sir for answering all the questions with patience. Much appreciated, sir. That tells us you have in-depth parenting leadership, training skills with you. Thank you so much. That's really very nice. Team, I'd like to try to share a slide of Jane ma'am, if I could. If I'm unable to do it, maybe somebody else can overtake, because I've just tried to download it. I hope I'm able to do justice. Sir, could you make me the host if you don't mind?
Okay, sure.
I hope I'm able to present ma'am's slide. If not today, maybe tomorrow I can present it. If it's not, being presentable today, I mean, not getting presented, I don't know, unable to share on screen, should I say? If I'm not able to share it on screen, let me try.
It's okay. I think there's a time limit, right?
Is it visible?
No. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. You could go ahead and you could explain, or you could not explain, lead the team. All over to you, ma'am.
All right. Good evening, everyone. First of all, happy Independence Day to all. And although I'm from Brunei, I can appreciate Mr. Iniraman, your counseling and your teaching, and as you serve in the ministry, because I am also from the Ministry of Education in Brunei. Yeah. So okay. Today I was going to share on organ and blood donation. Unfortunately, for blood donation, I'm not doing much because I can't also donate blood because I've got some medical issues. So I've been asked not to donate. But I wanted to share something on organs. And thank you, Madam Andrea. Can you please go to the next slide? I'll be very quick because I know there's time limits available. There are 11 major organ functions that are in our body. Okay, they are the circulatory, the lymphatic, and the respiratory, down up to the immune system. The ones in the red are the ones that are usually used for organ donation, like circulatory, respiratory, gastro, urinary, and the one in the yellow, reproductive, is usually not for organ transplant. Okay, and it's not meant for survival, but the rest of it are meant for survival. So we need, the organs are important for our bodies, for functioning, for nutrients to be out, to go out, and for carbon dioxide to be out, and for even for vascular, as you go down the slides, please, for breathing purposes. Okay, so organ systems work together with other organ systems to give us good health. Okay, let's move on to the next slides because time is very short. Okay, so you got the heart, which is the main organ for the cardio circulatory system, which we use it for pumping oxygen to the whole body. Next slide, thank you. Then you have your respiratory, the lungs, okay, which are used also for the movement of breathing in our system. Next one. Urinary, the kidneys that are used to filter out blood and toxins from our body. Next one. And of course, the digestive, which consists of the GI tract and also the biliary, which is the biliary parts to remove toxins. Again, the biliary system is a network, okay, that allows it. Where this is the liver part of it. Okay, let's move on because I don't have time. I'll just go straight to it. What I wanted to say, as just our speaker had said, that you know, even in our mother's womb, from the young, before we are even born, Psalm 139 from the Word of God tells us that we are created by our inmost being are created by the Almighty. And because we are created, we praise Him for He has made each one of us wonderful and beautiful. So our organs are there for special purposes to help us take away all the toxins and help us, all right, have a good blood supply, help us to breathe, help us to have to lead good normal lives. And the blue ribbon, as we know, it tells us the preeminence is the best. And we say to God for thanking for making us beautiful even in our womb, okay? in our mother's womb. Let's move on. Okay, so we've got the circulatory on your left, which consists of the heart, then the lungs, and then you got let me see what this is. Excuse me. Okay, the urinary, and then of course the liver. So while alive, we can donate one kidney or part of our liver and certain other organs and tissues. So you can have directed donation to specific relatives, or you can have donation to unspecified people. Okay, this one mainly when we are dying or about to die, or death cases. Okay, this one goes to the non-living. Let's move on. I'd just like us to watch this video. This is a very important video that tells us why we need the importance of organ donation. Can we play the video, please?
Ma'am, we wouldn't be able to play the video, ma'am. If you don't mind, could we go to the next slide, please?
Okay, no worries. Okay. Okay, so it's a gift of hope, all right? It's a gift of hope to the many who needs it. That sometimes costs us nothing, but it's priceless for the recipient, because it's the recipient who has lost a piece of, for example, the liver has been it's been diseased, so a little bit that's been cut off. So ours, if we can donate and give a section of it, and we know that the liver can grow back again, or a kidney, all right, that has been ruined due to dialysis. And I have a story of a friend who actually did that. Her husband was diabetic from young. Okay, so when they got married after 13 years, they realized that dialysis didn't work and couldn't work. So he had to go on kidney donation. They searched for the kidneys, they couldn't get it. He's an Indian Malaysian, and he got married to this local Sabahan. And this Sabahan, once they were married, gave her kidney to the husband. So the two became one, literally, in that sense, in that marriage. And she, like this passage, this little clip says, okay, she's healthy and living active life, and she is joyful that giving that little part of her organ over to her husband. Her husband, however, is still under medication. He still has to go through a lot of medical treatment every 1 month, medical doctors to see them. And that as a result, although he is a living testimony of receiving a donation from the wife. Yet, there are a lot of price you have still got to pay, a lot of medication, a lot of treatment, a lot of looking after that person. So I'm saying, for the person who donates, thank you for donating. It is really a wonderful gift. It's a gift of hope. It's a gift of hope to a person who deserves it. And we really want to ensure that as leaders, we are aware and conscious of issues like this that are happening in the world, and that we can do something to help the weak, the less fortunate. It will be a blessing to them. All right, and that's the what I'm trying to say. So thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing me this platform, just for sharing a very short opportunity on organ donation. I didn't do much justice because everything is so fast, but I know it's a worthy cause, and I thank the opportunity for MOK for allowing us to just share something, to be a blessing to this community of trainers and trainees, and also for making us aware of what is happening in the world. So it's the MOK is really a learning platform that allows us a holistic approach, not just systematic, mechanical, theoretical approach on the roles and functions of leaders, but also social awareness of what is happening, and that we need to also take an action and help the community at large before us. So thank you.
Excellent, ma'am. And before I take off the slide or stop screen share, thanks to you, ma'am. A big thank you and a big round of applause. You were just like a powerful leader taking the session ahead. Thank you so much. Very well done. Accept our thanks from our trainers and the trainees and MOK as well. Thank you so much. You had such a powerful voice, such control, such command. Thank you so much. Beautifully, you led the team so well and so beautifully. Yes, team? Is there anybody else who has prepared to lead the team? Hey, friends. We'd love to hear from you, even if it is for 30 seconds, you're welcome. You can just work it out now. You can just Google up now and check out. And you can unmute your mic and speak. Either on the ribbon. Yes, please.
Ma'am, this is Joe Roman.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, last day, ribbon. I chose a green ribbon for discussion.
Yes, sir.
Green ribbon is a represented kidney disease and cancer. People who have kidney disease are on dialysis, have received a kidney transplant, or who are living kidney donate wear a green ribbon to help raise awareness about the condition. Also, green ribbon stand mental health and awareness, and cerebral palsy also stand for green ribbon. I have found 3 green ribbon. There's 3 color, which are 3 different diseases. Like light green, it stand for chronic pelvic pain, human papillomavirus, sexually transmitted disease. Lime green stand for lymphoma, Lyme disease, muscular dystrophy, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, spinal cord disease. And mint green is polycystic kidney disease, congenital hepatitis fibrosis, genetic disorder, and Ipmark syndrome. These are the green ribbon syndrome represent this disease. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you taking us into depths. So when we talk on social causes and social awareness, we all are great leaders. That's what we have to do. And the world needs such leaders who want to create social awareness, alert the society, alert the citizens of this universe. Team, Aishwarya, would you like to share something, Aishwarya? Please unmute yourself, Aishwarya. We are waiting for you. Humera ma'am?
Yes, me.
Okay, Aishwarya. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Okay. We were talking about organ donation and blood. It is, and I just wanted to make sure that World Organ Donation Day is on August 13 to spread awareness around importance of organ donation and burst myths around it. Organ donation means when a person allows to surgically remove their organ and transplant it to another person. Like it's helping who is in need. In hospitals, they usually donate kidneys, or you can see as many more important organs, which is important for a person to live. And blood donation occurs when a person voluntarily has blood drawn and used for transfusions and made into biopharmaceutical medications by a process called fracturization. Donation may be whole body, means usually a person who voluntarily gives blood to a person to save his life is called blood donation. It is also awareness that you should help people. And I just wanted to know that my father's friend, his name is Adi Keshav uncle. He is the lifeline of Davangere, where do I live. He has already donated more than 200 bottles of blood to many people to save their life. And I hope everyone helps like that to everyone, so that everyone could be healthy and we can sustain on earth.
Excellent, Aishwarya. Thank you so much. Kindly extend our thanks and gratitude to that special personality who has donated such a lot of blood and still doing good jobs. Good job. Like, we will also try to follow that. Kindly extend our thanks once again. I'd like to inform you, because only great souls can do that. Thank you. And I'd like to thank, yes, ma'am. Yes, dear, you'd like to say something.
He is also called as the lifeline of Davangere. He's from UBDT College.
Thank you. So the lifeline of Davangere. Thank you so much. God bless him and God bless you. And I should thank your parents for giving you so much of support. And thanks to your dad who's besides you. Thank you. You have lots of guardian angels around you. And you are our little angel guiding us on the right track by leading the team, by opening up, by speaking, by taking chances, by taking up opportunities given to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And stay blessed.
Thank you.
Yes, team. Is there any other participant or trainee would like to take over? Humera ma'am? Feel free to share. Yes, I guess we had a lot of, yes. Is there anybody else, team?
Ma'am, I would like to share one point.
Yes,
just looked it up, and so I'm not going to go into the facts, but the major problem which hospitals and doctors are facing right now is the transportation of donated organs. So there are people who are, willing to be a savior in somebody else's life. Then there are doctors, then there are hospitals, institutions, but the transportation process, due to traffic and due to many various reasons, is a crucial point, because every organ has certain life period. Like, they go bad when they are not put into use, like transported from one body to the another. So the processes, they need to be flushed off of blood, and then that organ has to be kept in nutrients, and one more word was this, electrolytes, I guess. So I would just like to extend this point to all the people aware, present here, so that they can extend it to many other people, that we need to be helpful. Like when you are stuck in a traffic, just be helpful to that ambulance or that transportation vehicle carrying the organ, and just be of support in any way you can. Thank you so much.
Hats off to you. Hats off and thanks. You really made our mind work more now, more sharper. This is what is sharpening your axe, your attitude. When you see somebody needs help, your attitude should, allow you to allow the, the vehicle carrying the organ to, go faster. Don't be selfish. Allow something to go ahead to save somebody's life. Allow that special ambulance van to go. Thank you so much for bringing that today, and especially like when we are discussing about organ donation, you went more deeper. And even if we cannot contribute in a major way, in a minor way, we can just move our vehicle or stay away till that vehicle passes us, and wish good that that little organ is going to save somebody's life. Thank you, Reena ma'am. Thank you very much. Thanks to the entire team who are so conscious and so alert. Yes, Humera ma'am, would you like to share something? Would you like to share your part of your assignment work? Your team, the assignment is not a force. It's just an opportunity for you to share your skills. Yes, please. Would you like to share, Humera? Yeah, there's no force.
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, much audible, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I was just going through the all the colors of ribbon, and I just wanted to sum up on that, like which exactly color denotes what. So just a minute, let me open the screen. Okay, so it's just maybe everybody already knows it, but I just wanted to sum up.
Yes, ma'am. Humera ma'am. Humera ma'am.
I think we lost her, yeah, for a second, yes.
Humera ma'am, are you here with us? We'll give you a few minutes to join back. Yes, team. This is what we all encounter as leaders. Sometimes when we are taking an online session, a training session, either offline or online, we will face different types of challenges. So she's facing one present challenge, I guess, a technical glitch maybe. Yeah, she's connecting, bouncing back. As leaders, we always have to bounce back. Hopefully she joins us quickly. Yes, team. Is there anybody else who would like to take over Humera ma'am till she joins? Yes, team. Johnson, would you like to share something?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. So I want to speak. I think all team members, especially they gave so many informations about donation, everything. But I want to speak about the how we can act like this topic about this. We must act like empathetically or humanitarian way, because it's a sacred service. Even we are providing our food to our friends or somebody. Even doing the same, we'll get some happiness, or we are sharing something like that. Only the donation of our organs or blood, everything. Even we are living in this world, we are seeing everything, and even seeing without anything or something. But after our life, we are providing our organ to live better than our living conditions. So we must act. That's why I'm telling. We must act something like empathetically. We must think so many people, I think, and now I go through the some topics like that. So many people, thousands are waiting for getting some organs and they want to live, but some lack of awareness, I think so. We have to. That's why we are here. We must give some leadership. We must provide some information, and we must act like we are the way to show you how you have to provide everything to other people, like that only. So here only, this much only I want to speak. Thank you, ma'am.
Perfect, sir. Perfect, John, sir. Perfect. That's why we all are here today. That's what we all have to do. That's why you all joined. That shows that you have a lot of empathy and compassion. So sir said just how we share our tiffin with our friends or with our family members, with strangers. That's how we also at a time or at the right time, if the need may be, then we share even our organs, in the legal way. There are certain legal terms and conditions to, share your organs, our organs to be donated. So let's be careful how and when it has to be done. Thank you so much, John, sir. Much, much appreciated. Each one of you have given the best knowledge that you have, unique from your side. Thank you so much. Humera, ma'am, would you like to share something, dear? No worries. If you don't get a chance to do it today due to a technical snag, you could do it tomorrow. We'll give you the chance even tomorrow. As we promised, as MOCare has promised, that it would be a practical session. It would be a two-way session. And right enough, all of you are coming forward and participating. Much appreciated. Without wasting much of our time today, yeah, Humera has something. Yeah, she says she will take it up tomorrow. Yes, ma'am, most welcome. We understand that, ma'am. And we want all the entire team to know that this is what happens when we try to do our best. Sometimes we are being, stopped by a certain force or some blockage will come. You should really bounce back. That's how, your special attitude, never give up. That special talent that God has given, let's use it in the right way. And team, I'd like to share tomorrow's homework for you. Not homework, I'm sorry, I shouldn't use the word homework. It is an assignment. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, team. Today is 15th of August. An assignment for day 11. Could anyone pronounce that word?
Plagiarism.
Plagiarism. Yes, it's quite difficult.
Plagiarism.
Yes.
Plagiarism.
Plagiarism.
So when you go to Google, just type, and try to get the pronunciation right. Now, as leaders, what should we do with this word? Can you see all the flowers around here? They're all the same. Copied one, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And that also connects with this word. So I won't give you much of an information. I don't like spoon feeding. I'd love you to work on it. Find out something and share with us tomorrow, at least 5 or 6 lines. As a leader, we should be careful with this word, why and how. What does this word really mean or, hold importance in the life of a leader? Now, I just stopped screen share. Any questions on tomorrow's assignment? Yes, team, one of you could, unmute yourself and pronounce this word.
Plagiarism.
Yeah, some say plagiarism. Just type it on Google and we'll send it through the group also. Please work on it. It's useful for you. You can pass it on to your trainees when you begin to train. Any more questions from our team?
Andrea, ma'am, can you also say how much time is the speaker allotted to speak?
3 minutes to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. Yes, team, without much, taking your time. Thanks for being with us till the end. God bless you. If you have any questions still, you could ask us. Any team member you could ask. Yes, ma'am?
It's plagiarism.
Plagiarism. Yes, dear. God bless you. Plagiarism. When you click on Google, you even get the pronunciation part. So you could learn that, how to pronounce certain words. Thank you very much, team. Before we sign off, a good night. And thanks to Jane ma'am for the hard work she has done by sharing her slides. Thanks to Ziaur Rahman sir, to John sir, to Aishwarya ma'am, Humera ma'am. And if I've left out anybody by mistake, I'm sorry. You are also included. And I'd love to thank my team for always being supportive, each day joining us, standing with us, And a big thanks to EmoCare, and happy Independence Day to everyone here. Signing off. God bless. Stay
Thank you,
safe.
ma'am.
Good night. Stay
Good
blessed.
night,
Thank you.
everyone. See you tomorrow. Join us
Night.
tomorrow again. Stay safe.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.